Hey guys, welcome back to another day in the arena. Now that I'm qualified for the standard qualifier weekend, I'm going to try to jam some more best of 3 events starting today. So let's hop into best of 3 event. Hope you guys have had a great night. And if you are new here, thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching my content. If you do enjoy my content, please consider dropping a like or a comment, maybe sharing it with a friend, or subscribing. All right, let's take a look here. We are going to be using the mono red aggro deck that I've been using all month. And then here is the main deck and the board. All right, let's hop into round 1. And again, if you are new here, kind of with the larger events, just like kind of from a time perspective for me, for like these best of 3 standard events, just because you could eventually have as many as like 15 games if everything went to game 3, I typically like to break these into 2 parts. So it'll be part 1 today and then part 2 tomorrow. But yeah, this hand looks great. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the qualifier plan. If you haven't seen it, I cast it yesterday, or it should have come out yesterday for you guys to watch. So that was a really, really fun event. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it, but I suppose it's pretty obvious since I'm qualified. So. All right, so yeah, we should definitely just Phoenix Chick and then play with fire to get rid of the Duelist. Most likely they are going to go for, I guess it's the Soldier's deck, whatever the name of the Soldier is, I can't remember it, the 3 mana guy who pumps every turn. And then this guy will he will trigger an extra draw, which is probably what they're going for. I guess we don't have to cast it right now. I don't think they have any kind of pump, so I suppose in response to them playing it or combat, we can always do it then. Well, I suppose if it's red-white, they could potentially have, like, Monstrous Rage. So maybe it would have been better to... What's this? Kalo's Command. So I wonder if it'll trigger if it's targeting... Yeah, I wonder how the timing on this works. So basically, if they target it, will they draw the card? Or does the counter have to actually happen for them to draw the card? I guess we'll find out here. Oh wow, so it's just, it happens instantly. So I had that tiny little moment to respond. Okay, that was a mistake. But I guess now we'll kill the Hopeful Initiate. Yeah, I've not seen this this card before, so kind of a kind of learning experience here. So we could Lightning Strike and just kind of keep moving here. And I think that's actually fine. Just kind of keep the pressure on. And I think, yeah, we're happy to play out the mountain. We can go Soken's in next turn if we have to. If they do something drastic, we can always pitch it for a card. So yeah, they're probably holding Wandering Emperor at this point. That's what I would assume. So I think we're happy just playing out Soken's in next turn. Kumano's nice, but I think happy to go Soken's in here. Okay, they've got Virtue. That works. Angel Fire is going to be rough, though. Alright, so this thing gives it trample. So next turn it's a 7/7, which doesn't kill us. Super important. So I guess we can go Swift Spear into Kumano here, and then just shove. They'll block one of these two, and then we'll have one of these blockers for next turn is the hope. I think that's how we run this. Yeah, because then they make this into a 7/7. We drop to 1. They're going to gain 7. So now we've got to hold back one of the 1/1s for the 7/7. And Kumano. I guess Kumano plus the other 1/1 could take out the Initiate. Or I guess we can hold Godric back. Yeah, let's see, because I guess we just get in for 2 in the air here. So we don't really have good attacks. We're only pushing 2. Okay, so now they're just going for Virtue. Suppose they could use Initiate to get rid of our Kumano. Or possibly both Kumanos. Oh wait, these things are... Wow, okay. And they also have lands. Okay, so they can make this thing into an 8/8. Alright, so if we go Godric here, we're going to basically force the Initiate to use its ability to either blow up this Kumano or this Kumano. Yeah, so it's not ideal, but if we go like this, I guess they could just kill this Kumano just to keep their Bivouac alive. I think that's the block, though. Yeah, and then as expected, they kept their Bivouac alive. So this is kind of nice. We can get Godric in the air thanks to Epicure. So we're pushing for 5, 7. Oh, we can just kill him right now. That works. Okay, lots of counters, lots of tokens. So I think we want to bring in definitely Lithomatic Barrage. Probably also Frenzy is good. Invasion seems good as well. I think Forge might be a little bit slow in this matchup, so I think maybe we cut Forge. Probably cutting Rage, because they're probably bringing in extra removal. And then I think maybe... What else do we cut? Could see cutting... Like, Epicure doesn't match up super well with their creatures. They have mostly X2s from what we've seen. There might be some smaller ones, but I think we could probably shave some Epicures here. And then do we want Twisted Fealty? If they go Ignition, I mean, it seems like it could do a lot of work. So maybe we can cut like one Epicure and bring in a Fealty. I think everything else I kind of like. I'm not sure what else I would cut. So I think squeeze okay. Maybe we could go like for like the second fealty over squeeze, but squeeze seems fine. So I think this actually looks all right. But yeah, we just want like all the removal under the sun. Hand looks great. So do we care about taking a damage here? I guess since we're we're on the draw, we can probably go Swift Spear here, and then next turn. Yeah, I think we just go Kumano and we just take the damage and it's fine. Because if we had like another 1-drop, we could make this work. But I think with a Feldon, we just want to get it going. Okay, I guess there is a Swift Spear, so that works too. Yeah, and I think now that we've got 2 of these, we might as well. They probably have like counter nonsense to try to like buff up their guys. Yeah, I think we go double Swift Spear here. I don't know if we attack with the 2/3 though, because I guess like the thing is like if they have some kind of counter nonsense for their initiate, then this becomes a 2/3. Then we can double block and get it. I guess we're like slightly ahead, but they are first to play, so kind of makes me want to hang on a turn here. Okay, so they're stuck on land. They could have like Elspeth's Smite. They could have a lot of different kinds of action. But the nice thing here is since we've got Witchstalker, we can just go Feldon and just see what's up. And this gives us a really good attack. Virtue, sure. Do we want to just kill it off the bat? I think we want to wait for blocks and just see what happens. Keep it all tricksy. Guess they're too wise for our tricks. So they're at 10. If we go fealty, we get trigger, and a token. Yeah, I think we just go fealty here. Just so good. Where do we want to put the token? I think maybe we put the token... I don't think it really matters. Because this is going to be a 2/3 anyways. I guess we could put it here, so if we don't have another spell next turn. Just makes them a little bit harder. Maybe we put it here so they don't get to like easily double block it. Although then they're taking 3, 6, or 5. 7, 9. Yeah, I think it's mostly immaterial. Guess it doesn't really matter where it goes. This is fine. We've got force blocks here, I think. Yeah, 3, 5, 7. I guess they could go to 1 and double block something. But that seems pretty foolish. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Hey guys, if you have been enjoying my channel and would like to help support the content, you can do so at patreon.com/hand_of_justice. I just put together a Patreon page, and it really would help quite a bit in giving me the ability to continue to make great videos here for you guys going forward. Here is what the page looks like. I'll include a description or a link in the description, but this is the page you'll see, and then you'll have an option here of which level you'd like to support at, if you are able. We have all the way from dedicated, Justicar, Magister, and Titan levels of support. So with this, you will get early access to my content, and then in addition, at the higher levels, you will also be listed as part of a special thanks at the beginning of each of my videos. So it really does mean the world to me, and thank you guys so much again for supporting. Even if you're only able just to watch my videos and not support monetarily, it does mean a great deal to me. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely some new cards I have not seen, so it's fun. All right, hand looks great. I think we just burn that thing now. This is kind of an interesting play. So we could go Scoundrel and just try to race or whatever, or keep it back to block, and that's fine. What I kind of like doing, though, is going Swift Spear plus Epicure. I guess that would force them to have, like, if they've got removal, then it's annoying, I suppose. So if they, yeah, maybe that doesn't work so well. I guess we just go Scoundrel for Wicked Roll here, and that's fine. I think I kind of wanted to get fancy, but I think we just hold this back because even if they have Monstrous Rage, like, it doesn't get bigger than an X2. So I think this is fine. And then we just try to get Forge going. Kind of slow roll our way to victory. Godric is definitely going to be a problem. Do we just take 5, go to 12, and then just try to set up like a double block for next turn? That just seems really awkward. I think maybe we just make the trade here and then try to set up for... We need like Play with Fire or Lightning Strike. Yeah, I think we make the block. just to try to preserve our life total a little bit. Yeah, we're definitely not winning with Forge. God, let's see if we go Forge. Yeah, that's just so bad right now. Actually, I guess one other thing we could have done is we could have pitched the Phoenix chick to this to start like digging. That actually might not have been so bad. So yeah, in hindsight, maybe we should have pitched Phoenix chick instead of like setting up to pitch Sokenzen. And I guess like the other thing we can do here is we can try to hold back Swift Spear in case they want to try to like push extra damage. I think it's fairly minor, but we are going to try to like, preserve our life total. I think we just need an answer for Godric very soon, or we lose. Okay, he's got the rage. If he has Lightning Strike, that's it. Okay. I think we gotta go digging. Yeah, Rage is not gonna do it. So maybe it was correct to not block and take 5, go down to 12 in that spot, and then try to set up like a double or triple block. That might have been the path. Yeah, because now with this, he has got to be able to block here and then also block the Godric. I guess this gets to 4 toughness. So we hold this one back, then we got to hold the Epicure back to block the Foundry. Yuck. I think we just sit. Okay, so they're going for that play. All right, let's set up the blocks. They don't have play with fire, otherwise we'd be dead. Okay, play with fire on our side is really nice, though. So yeah, I think we just play out the Sokenzen, get Forge going, hold play with fire for their Foundry, and try to claw our way back into this game. We've got a long way to go, and they've got to draw a lot of mountains. Okay. Well, we're not dead yet. So I guess we just push and hope. Yeah, that's gonna do it. All right, so from the board, we cut the Forges. And what else do we cut? I think we cut Phoenix Chick. It's not at its best here. Definitely bringing in the Invasions and the Witchstalker Frenzies. Rage is kind of interesting. I mean, it's both good and bad because they have all the removal to kind of sort of invalidate it a little bit. However, it can also blow them out if they're not ready for it. So Epicure is the other card here that is kind of not at its best. It's a little bit weaker. So one thing we could look at doing, cut down Epicure a little bit. I think actually maybe Phoenix Chick is a little bit better here. What's the creature count? 18. Now Phoenix Chick, of course, also is not great because it doesn't block. Could cut a Rage and put in an Epicure. The nice thing is that Rage is also good at flipping Invasion, so there is that. I think maybe we leave it like this. Normally I would cut the Monstrous Rages against decks with removal, but in this specific instance, I think it's a little bit better this way. Unfortunately, I don't know that we can keep this here. I suppose we could try to like get there with Play with Fire, but yeah, hitting the second land is not for sure. Oh, this is a good hand though. It's almost tempted to keep it. Guess we start with Swift Spear and then maybe we like set up upkeep to Play with Fire if they don't play anything, just to get the scry to hopefully get the land. Or we just wait to try to natural draw, and if we don't, then try to set it up for the following turn. I think there's enough benefit here to try this actually at 7 with a one-lander. I don't normally do this, but with the Play with Fire and everything else, I think this actually could be correct to keep. So I think the plan here is to try to natural draw. Okay, we lucked out. We definitely, that won't always happen for sure, but like this hand was strong enough that it was worth trying to go for. Now we could Scoundrel to put the, actually this is a good turn to give the Wicked token to the Swift Spear, because that way that'll force them to use exactly Lightning Strike to kill it, which means they won't be able to play a creature. So I think that's actually the play here. That'll work. And I think it all stays the same for game 3. Hand looks great. Very nice draw there. So we could Lightning Strike. but then we miss out on our own token here. I think the play here is just go Scoundrel. Oh, this is hard though, because we can get, if we get the 3rd mana going, it's so good. So I kind of want a Scoundrel for the treasure token. And that actually does give us kind of the flexibility of being able to use Monstrous Rage if we need to. But if it's a 3/3, then it, you know, also threatens the adversary. Getting Godric down next turn, like, for sure, seems really like what we want to be doing. I think we go treasure token here. I'm not sure about this, but it gives us a little bit more flexibility. And that way also if they have like the lightning strike. We're kind of spreading threats a little bit. We can also go for the block on Kumano and then see what they do. So they've got Squee also. Interesting. So if we take it, we go to 13. I think that's got to be the play here. It sucks dropping to 13, but 2-for-1ing ourselves here does not feel right. Now we can push with our own Squee. We can go Godric here. And Godric is probably correct. I don't think we swing in though, because we're low man here on life. So I think we hang back and then try to set up some blocks. Because if we attack here, we're so far behind if they push in. Now we have a nice setup for like Witchstalker Frenzy or Rage if we need to. So I think now we try to set up good blocks. So like Squee, then I think we double block their adversary. Let's see what they do. Okay, Frenzy. I think we Frenzy their Squee also. Guess we don't have to do it now. Because it's been blocked. So we can wait for more nonsense. See if they have another trick. Okay, so they are going to try to blow us out there. So now I think we monstrous... Actually, no, we don't monstrous rage. We frenzy their adversary, perhaps? Yeah, because otherwise they just trade with it anyways. I think we... Oh god, we ran out of time. That was... Yeah, that was bad. Oh, Lord.
it took a little bit too long in the tank there, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. So they have... You can get Squee back soon. I think we need to kill Squee. They push for 5. Ugh, yuck. Alright, now I think the play is Squee and we try to hold back and use Rage. And they had Rage also. Okay, so if we go to... if we Rage our own guy, they're trampling over for 2, 3, 4, 6. We go to 4. And they have enough to replay Squee. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, analysis paralysis there took a little bit too long.
Had a bad play on that one, so that was unfortunate. Okay, 1-1. So we'll pick this up here tomorrow for the rest of it. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. And yeah, still learning here, so appreciate you guys.